Hello to my Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Aquarius, we are in the new moon phase. Yes, we have a solar eclipse and a new moon on October 2nd. October 2nd. That's right, October 2nd. So solar eclipses are about resetting, right? So the eclipse is a time of rebirth. So a solar eclipse occurs together with a new moon. It marks the time of the new cycle. It's in its amplified form. So it's like it's giving us a supercharged new moon. We're even going to have a super full moon, but it's supercharged new moon. So supercharged new you. And Libra is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics, peacemaker planet. So you're balancing yourselves out. So you're releasing anything attached to anything that's disrupting your peace or throwing you out of balance. Anything or anybody that's disrupting your peace, it could be throwing you out of balance. Anything, right? You're starting off this new phase balanced out, right? At peace with your decisions. That's right. So if you're watching this video on October the 1st, it's the last day of the cycle that we're closing out. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Aquarius. Let's get into it. That's right. So a solar eclipse only occurs a few times a year when the sun, moon, and earth are all aligned, right? Your sun sign, moon sign, and your physical body. Everything is aligned. Everything is aligned. That's right. Let's do it. First card out of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. Balance. That's right. You work really, really hard to get a healthy work-life balance. You work really hard at that, right? So, Two of Pentacles, right? Here we have the Three of Pentacles here. We also have the Ten of Pentacles here. We also have the Justice card. Again, this is Libra, right? Yeah, for balance. Balance. We're going to start out with a 6-card spread and then also the Justice card, right? You work very hard to be balanced out. Very, very hard to work to be balanced out. So, like I said before, new moon, new you. Whenever we have a solar eclipse, which occurs with a new moon, and we already had a partial lunar eclipse in that when we had a full moon in Pisces, right? So we're still in a cycle, but we're entering into, on October 2nd, we're going to start out with like a supercharged new you, on the solar eclipse, right? So this is where you're going to have to make a decision. Close out anything that's throwing you out of alignment, right? That's right. Healthy work-life balance. Look at your work life, your family, as far as family is concerned. You're trying to break generational cycles, chains, and curses. So this is a time where you may be feeling supercharged, maybe a little unclear. So make sure you get your rest. This is no different from any other new moon in a sense, only in this sense right here, because it's supercharged. So it is different in that sense, but in the sense that it just new moon in general is where you're giving your body a rest and giving yourself the opportunity to sync your body, a chance to sync with the rhythms of the moon. Okay. So give yourselves a rest for this, next 7-8 days, from the 2nd to around the 9th. Give yourself a rest, and really think about balance. Like basically signing a new contract with yourself. Who do you want to align yourselves with? What do you want your legacy to look like? What does that look like for you, right? You worked really hard. Here's a Knight of Pentacles, right? So yeah, 2 minus 1 would be the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like you signing a whole new contract with yourselves, starting out fresh. So it's like you're signing a contract with yourselves. What does that look like? If it's starting on a team, who would be the members of your team? That's what you're thinking about. Like, who would be, when you think about, relatives and family at this stage is not the same definition of relatives. Relatives, you're related to them, right? But family, who would, some of your friends would be considered as some of your family now. Some of your, people that you've met on your journey would be considered as that. And so, and some of your relatives, people that you're related to, obviously would be considered that too. Because y'all are on, the pros outweigh the cons. So, make it as positive and as high vibrational as possible. But yeah, you're preparing for, plus you have a loved one here, and you have these 2 dogs here where you feel When you think about dogs, you want to think about protection, safety, security. You know, what places where you feel safe and secure. You know, what kind of conversations can you have with people? Do you trust when you're having conversations with people? Is it gonna cross over a boundary? You know, who are you doing business with? You know, your personal and professional life. You know, you're starting off fresh, naked, you know, vulnerable. That's what somebody's starting off with. So, yeah, so I'm looking at this right here. So 2 and 3 is 5. And so you worked hard to close your vault door, to close out cycles. And so this is where you sign a new contract with yourselves, right? So supercharged new you. Without any judgment whatsoever. You're not judging anybody. You're not on the receiving end of somebody else's judgment, all of that other stuff. So, yeah, let's see what else we got going on here. Good for you, Aquarius. Good. Good for you. So, yeah. Start out high frequency. Yep. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles here again, right? So, again, this is you, again, putting on your armor, right? That armor both in your personal and your professional life. It's like people are going to judge you based on, you know, a lot of things. They're going to judge you based on what your legacy is. What is your legacy, right? What do you want to be known for? People are going to judge you. That's what people do. You know, welcome to Earth. That's all I can say is welcome to Earth, right? People will judge you based on your spiritual beliefs, your religious beliefs, how you dress, what you look like, how you talk. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you, but looking at your cards here, Source is saying to you, both in your personal and your professional life, people will judge you. They will assume that you're judging them, you know. Yeah, what are you supposed to do with that? Nothing. Really. So just be grateful. Here we have the Three of Cups. I see you in a posture of gratitude, that certain things are behind you and you're just moving on. Here we have the King of Swords. You've learned lessons. You're moving forward, right? You're at your, like I said, if it's not about helping people to adjust their crowns, you don't even want to be a part of the conversation. As much as you possibly can. Not even, believe it or not, even sitting amongst low vibrational conversations, people will say that you were there. You participated in it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You don't even want to be a part of the conversation. So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so you're just grateful that you're closing out cycles and moving forward, right? So what you're trying to do is increase your growth and your abundance and your prosperity. You're not trying to cut off your own growth and prosperity. So that's what you're doing. Yeah, here we have the Star card. Yeah. Yeah. So this blue energy right here, something about your spirit comes across once in a blue moon, right? And so Source is trying to help somebody to understand that certain things are behind you and you're just staying in a posture of gratitude. That's it, really. Yeah, you know, you're just certain things are behind you. Staying in a posture of gratitude. Here we have the Two of Cups here. So looking at your cards here. Soulmate energy is trying to come across someone's path. Soulmate is just like, you know, energies who connect with your soul. Their energy speaks to your soul. That's a soulmate, right? It could be platonic. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's just platonic. Just an, you know, offer to have a soul connection, a very sacred soul connection. That's it. You know, you don't even have to overthink it. You feel what they feel. So if you feel like they're in good high spirits, you feel it. Right? If they're not having the best day, you feel it. You can, you know, tap into their energy. They tap into yours, you know, that kind of thing. Here we have also the Knight of Cups here. They're not coming to save you, because you learn how to save yourself, you know. And so here we have the World card. But yeah, closing something out. You know, closing something out and moving forward. Yeah. Closing something out and just moving forward. Yeah, closing something out and just moving forward. Yep, so here we have the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like somebody is really, really just determined to just, talking about you, really just determined to adjust your crown. You know, that's what, you know, feeling happy and free and just, like I said, just determined to adjust your crown. Closing out cycles. All right, let's pull some Oracle cards and let's close it out. Yeah, Oracle cards and let's close it out. Yeah. Oracle card. Divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to chase abundance. You just have to meet it at its frequency. Abundance meaning a lot of something, right? So you're not trying to chase a lot of money. You're not trying to chase a lot of material possessions and material things. You're not trying to chase a lot of those things. So it's saying those things will come to you, just like a lot of information will come to you, a lot of, whatever will come to you. So Source is saying to you, again, you're not even judging people who like those things, because believe it or not, depending on just the element, some things really do keep some people rooted and grounded on planet Earth here. Like some people really need to stay connected to family, friends, for a long time, and so you're not judging that. Even if it doesn't align with where you are, because you all march to the beat of your own drum, Aquarius. So if it doesn't align with you, again, like I said, create a very firm boundary and enforce it. Yeah, divine source. Help me know that all of my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. Yeah, you are my source for all. Yeah. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. So somebody may have seen some dragonflies, right? Sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Yeah. And then letting go. Everything is indeed out of control. God will hold it all. And I can safely let go. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so whatever thoughts you may have had about, other people and just kind of sort of, is a fixed sign, whatever you may have been fixated on. Like I said, the solar eclipse will help you to reset, get yourself in alignment, right? And so it's not your responsibility to get everybody else in alignment. It's your responsibility to get you aligned, right? So that's what's going to make somebody have a happier life. Let's see what else we got going on here, Aquarius. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing for you. That's what I'm seeing for you all so far. So yeah, both of your ruling planets, Uranus and Saturn are both retrograde. Saturn is right here. Is setting your new traditions and your boundaries, your rules, your structure in a very mature and authoritative way, and enforcing it. This is going to be important. Enforcing those boundaries. Yeah, enforcing them. Yep, enforcing those boundaries. So here we have the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Chariot card, the Wheel of Fortune, discipline, and also the Princess of Pentacles. Yep. So the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah. Six of Pentacles here. Yeah. So it's just saying it's not a charity, it's give and take. It has to be balanced there. It has to be balanced. Keeping people out of, you got the Knight of Pentacles here, and it takes work, keeping people out of people's business. You're not interested in being in other people's business. You don't want other people in your business. You're going to have to state that up front from the ground when you're talking about reset. So this is family, whoever you're giving access to your life. Source is saying from the base, very beginning, letting people know. Looking at your cards here, and take some kind of discipline. You don't want people, if you're a very private person, you don't want people in your life. And the test along the way will let you know where they are. If they're a person who's looking for acceptance and approval, and they're sharing something as basic as, let's say, for instance, you like to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So it's just saying to you, then that's where you pull back in level of access, right? So you control the level of access based on the physical and emotional, patterns of behavior here. Chariot card. Sources are in this. Source is actually rewarding you. Source is actually rewarding you. That's what the Chariot card is. Source is actually rewarding you for your efforts, right? So that's what Source is rewarding you for. So This is still your year. I mean, things are still happening for you. You're going to feel this unexpected change for the better, you know. So like this unexpected good news coming across your path because you learn how to save yourself. And you got a lot of wishes that's being fulfilled here. So somebody is really, really determined to leave behind disappointment and move into this new phase of life for yourself. So that makes a big difference, right? Here we have the Princess of Pentacles. So yeah, you're definitely on this path to a softer life. Yeah, you're definitely on a path to a softer life, Aquarius. I love it. All right, let's close it out. Whoa, let's get ready to close it out. Yeah, you're on a path to a softer life. Not trying to judge anybody else, but again, if you set this, looks like here, if you set your boundaries up front, state them, speak them, say it out. I don't care if you think people should already know. You're the I know sign. Everybody else is not going to know. You're going to tell them, whoever it is, they want access to your life, you're letting people know. These are my boundaries, right? So, yeah, here we have the Queen of Cups here. So I definitely see you're learning how to pour more into yourself so that you are able to feel the vibration of sound in people's voices, in yours and also in theirs. So you'll get a feeling as to if there's a temperature change. You'll know. Here we have the Knight of Swords here. And stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Yep, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. So that's why I always talk about your water. You know, it's important to make sure all of the elements are, but you're an air sign, right? So, you know, this air of, it's your boundaries. Set them, enforce those boundaries, right? But somebody's learning how to retrain their spiritual ears to hear the vibration of sound, right? Here we have the Seven of Wands here. Yeah. So through prayer and meditation, I definitely feel like somebody is just through the vibration of sound, Source is saying to you, you'll be able to defend your decision to move on from some things without even coming across as defensive at all. Without even coming across as defensive at all, right? Yep. Yeah. So we had a full moon in this sign right here, Pisces, the moon sign. So definitely some energies from your past that feel like they have secrets, they know certain things about you, those kind of things. You're not necessarily worried. Remember, we had a partial lunar eclipse. It's a partial lunar eclipse. So when you've done the shadow work, right, you've done the shadow work. See these wolves right here? These wolves right here howling, kind of sort of at the moon, howling at the moon. The closer and closer we get to the full moon, the more and more people will try to pinch at you, like try to pinch. See these little pinchers right there? Try to, like that, you got that lobster, that crab, whatever. You know, try to get you to kind of sort of come out of your shell a little bit. But so Source is saying to you, you're not necessarily worried about that. You're not worried about that because, again, we're not only is a super new you, we're going to have a super full moon, and it's going to be in a fire sign. So anybody that's trying to get you fired up, giving no energy whatsoever. It's a super new you. Super new you, right? Again, vault door closed out. That's right, vault door closed out. So, yeah. We have the Seven of Swords here. Yep. There will definitely be people who assume as you're continuing to travel light through life, you know, as you're you're going through your transition through life and set and enforcing boundaries, that will think that you're keeping secrets, but that's not the case at all. You're learning how to be more aware. You know, I saw some of your comments, Aquarius, on the last video about jumping in a spaceship. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Yeah, you don't always want to jump in a spaceship and go zooming off somewhere, right? You do want to enforce boundaries. You want to set and enforce boundaries. Absolutely. Set and enforce boundaries. Yeah. Not too much physical time around people. You need to get in and get some rest. Like get in, get some rest, relax, right? So that's what I'm saying. Here we have work. I am grateful that I finished projects in a timely manner. Divine inspiration is flowing into my work today. My work brings me fulfillment and I love what I do. So I see somebody in a here we go. I see somebody in a leadership position. That's one, right? The closer and closer we get to a full moon in a leadership position, source is saying to you, there will be people now that somebody is in a leadership position that is the super new you is like really just trying to get settled in the new you, letting your body sync with the rhythms of the moon. And just because either some people don't believe in moon phases and moon cycles, so they just kind of go along with whatever flow they need to be around. So they will try to kind of get you, out a little bit more. But sources say, no, you really got to fight for your the rules that you put in place. So a gentle no, but firm, gentle but firm no. Thank you, but no thank you is going to work for you. Thank you for inviting me to lunch, but I gotta, I'm trying to get settled in, right? I'm trying to get settled in. Thank you. And so it may be disappointing for some people. They may feel a little left out in the cold a little bit, but you offering some reason why is going to really help. People will think that you're holding on to secrets. Nope. You're just trying to get settled in. You're trying to let your body sync with these rhythms of the moon. Some people will believe in it. Some people will don't. They're like, well, wait a minute, I don't understand. You're letting people know. Again, this is the I believe sign. You're letting people know. New moon phase. You're letting your body get, back to syncing with the moon. You're actually teaching people things, right? And so if they don't believe in it, that's okay, right? But again, you're enforcing a boundary that you set. Some people will say moon phase, you have gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. but sources say to you, if you are really trying to get, disciplined with this is a discipline, and you're trying to empty yourselves out and trying to get into a rhythm of like these moon phases and understanding, yourself, you can defend your decision without coming across as defensive. You can, that number 7, you can complete this without, always having to answer the questions why. It just seems like, people will start to respect that. So here we have energy. I'm full of creative ideas. I'm alive and well. I'm bold. I'm healthy and I'm happy. I nourish my body with foods. I hydrate my body with adequate water. My purpose is here and now. Today I'm blessed with an abundance of energy. Yeah. So yeah, when they have their boundaries, whoever they are, you respect theirs, but you're also, like I said, you're respecting your own. You're setting and respecting your own boundaries. All right, let's go. That's right. Yep. So watch a movie. Look at that cute little cat. All snuggled up. Somebody looked like they got popcorn. They got maybe like a cup of tea. Yeah. So this week, from the 2nd till about the 9th, you can download a moon calendar to just kind of sort of sync, let your body sync with the rhythms of the moon. Let your body sync with the rhythms of the moon. But see, 5 and 4, 9 is rebirth, right? And so the reset, like I said, the eclipse is a time of rebirth, right? So that's the 2nd of October, right? So this is a solar eclipse. And so this is your rebirth. This is where you're saying, you know what? I'm determined to be at peace. That's where your determination comes. And I'm determined to be happy, charismatic, and free. I'm determined to create my own legacy, working hard to create my own legacy, whatever that looks like for you. And it's a very rich one, too, because you have stories from both sides of your family. It doesn't matter whether you blood related to, your family growing up or not. It doesn't matter, but you have rich memories of a lot of things. And so source is saying you're trying to put some things in place, like you hit a reset button, trying to put some things in place, put them in order, right? So anybody think they know something about you, trying to, like I said before, trying to kind of get you to come, like they know secrets or whatever. Like I said, give it no air, none whatsoever. No air whatsoever. All right, let's close it out. Yeah, there it is. Close out the cycle in love. You're protected by angels. Let go and let God. But somebody's a succubus spirit, right? So your inner child is proud of you. You deserve the best. And so your mental health is just as important as your physical health. So check your request list again. Take time to decide. love up on yourselves more. Their plans to disrupt your money backfired. So you made a positive impact on some people. And so he apologizes for betraying you, whoever he is. But you have the gift of clairvoyance. You see things clearly. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self? And at what age did you work on your shadow self, right? So again, even if you're just now even hearing about shadow self, we had a full moon in Pisces and we had a partial lunar eclipse, right? So like I said, messages from your ancestors. Something is not as deep as somebody thinks, but when you have people who are controlled by their demons, you got an incubus and succubus spirit here, they're not, how can I say this without, basically, you just got to you got to protect your own energy. You got to protect your own energy. You got to just protect your own energy. Yeah, you got to protect your own energy, right? So yeah, that's what I have for you. So don't forget that rest is a form of self-care. It's time to do a heart chakra cleanse. The new one is extra special. Somebody has a new energy that's coming across your path that you're building a legacy with, and they're extra special. And so I feel like somebody could be getting married too, but listen to your inner voice. Your laughter is medicine for a whole lot of people. Put yourselves first. Much better lies ahead, and they apologize for hurting you. So whoever they is, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, whoever they is. So, all right. That's what I have for you all, Aquarius. That is what I have for you. But like I said before, reset, rebirth. Both of your ruling planets, like I said, are both of your ruling planets are retrograde, and here we have 0. I am limitless. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It's time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. Yeah. Sometimes people jump to conclusions, especially when you've moved on from things. That's what this moon card is. When you've left. When you start believing in yourselves, right? When you start believing in your, because it's the I believe sign. When you start believing in yourselves and you start following your own star, meaning your own purpose in life. And if it's not in other people's time where they can control your physical, like remember, water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. So somebody could have taken their water somewhere else and said, okay, you're taking your water, your emotions, your feelings, your subconscious habits, your moods, whatever, taking it somewhere else. And like, you could have relocated, you could have gone to another job, you could have started dating somebody new. Whatever you did, Aquarius, it threw some things for other people, like questions, when you're just trying to figure stuff out for yourselves. And so it looks like people just kind of, oh, well, I know this, I know that, start, I know this secret, I got that, like almost went into this, like, they went into this like fight mode. They went into this like this kind of mode. I know this about them. They holding on to secrets. I can't trust, because that's the frequency that they were on. When for you, like I said before, Source is saying to you, that's the frequency. When people are on that frequency and they don't understand, they go right into, I know this, I know that, I know this, and I know that. It may not have been that at all. So looking at your cards here, like I said, some people apologize for hurting you, Aquarius, for not even understanding why you took your water somewhere else. But again, whoever all was involved in certain things, like I said, are learning to, that you're learning how to sync with the rhythms of the moon, and you're enforcing boundaries. And so you have to make sure you, like I said, a lot of unexpected changes are happening, all for the better. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Again, happy new moon phase, happy solar eclipse, the reset, the rebirth, right? Where everything is aligned. Everything is aligned for you. So continue pouring into yourselves, Aquarius. And like I said, you can't help when you do a reset, rebirth, whatever, everybody's not going to believe in this quote unquote stuff. Like, I'm serious, like, right? What rebirth? What is that? You were born one time. Solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, what? That kind of stuff. So like I said, you are, like, it makes some people fighting mad. I mean, fighting mad for real. They must be holding on to secrets. They must know something with it. But just in case, just in case, you know, they say this, I'ma say that, and just in case they just ready. Like you, like what? You weren't even on that frequency. Your brain wasn't even there. So anyway, that's what I have for you. I will see you all in the next video. Again, happy new moon in Libra. Happy solar eclipse to you all. Happy rebirth. All right. Bye.